everybody, I'm Natalie and it is Tuesday Newsday. I'm super excited to be here with you guys talking about Crazy Quilts today. It's kind of a passion project for me. It's something that I always loved, these Crazy Quilts. I think they're super fun to look at and think about all the people that made them and kind of like what went into them. And through all of this like antiquing, and Mom has these beautiful quilts that she picks up at antique stores or people give her because it's a family heirloom, but they're not quite sure what to do with it. So I started thinking about how would I go about making one of my own, and what would I want if I wanted to get started, and I had nothing in my stash to start with. So I want to just talk really quick about some of these kits that we came out with. So we started with a fabric stash, which is really cool. I think if you're a quilter, you don't tend to have a lot of like velveteens or corduroys or linens or those other fabrics in your stash that would go into a normal Crazy Quilt. And so I thought it would be fun if we could put together a kit that could bring together several of those fabrics just as like a seed starter. So this is something that you're going to want to build on over time. It's not going to be what you'd make your entire Crazy Quilt with, because a Crazy Quilt is meant to have pieces of your life or your history. And it can be things that you love. It can be, handkerchiefs or hand embroidered napkins, things that you have already in your possession that your, generations have passed down, or maybe they're baby clothes, maybe they're sweatshirts from when you were, on the high school cheer team, or whatever it is that you've got. It could be a pillow from a couch that your grandma had that you got when she passed, and you don't know what to do with it because maybe it's not your style, but you don't want to give up that thing. These quilts are a way that you can incorporate that into something beautiful that you love and will then use, as opposed to keeping it in a box somewhere. And really, any fabric item that you think could potentially survive maybe the washing machine is fine to put in this quilt. If it's really thin, something like this where you can almost like see through it, then you may want to stabilize it with a stabilizing material. I like the SF101. It has kind of a cotton backing and adhesive side, so you're going to iron it to it, and then you can just use it like any other quilter's cotton. Super easy and great. The next thing that we love about Crazy Quilts, just like moving on from the fabric kit is awesome, and it's a great way to start, but the next thing is your embellishments. So we put together a kit just in case you want to have something that you can grab and go. And if you're new to embroidery, this kit comes with embroidery floss. It comes with a hoop. It comes with about 12 different thread colors. And it comes with some templates so that if when you're getting ready to start a Crazy Quilt, sometimes those first cuts can be scary. So it comes with this little template set that gives you several different shapes to start out with. And so then you're not worried, did I pick a good angle? Is this going to look right? And you can cut out that first little square and then sew your fabric to it and build it out as you go. And then you're just kind of like being very improvisational, adding whatever sizes you want, and kind of adding them as you go. So you'll see this is sort of a very loose interpretation of what I started with, and it looks weird, but you have to trust the process. So as I go through this, obviously I don't necessarily want this big giant piece of pink here, so I'm going to use my rotary cutter and I'm going to cut it smaller and then add whatever pieces as I go. So it's very loosey-goosey. I will trim this straight and cut things down, and then it turns into pieces that get a little bit bigger. And then you're going to be able to add the embroidery using some of our stitch patterns that are in the book. One of my favorite things is that we added a bunch of line work. So they're all these little things, and they're all on peel and stitch. So I don't know if you can see that real close. So this is a peel and stitch piece, and then you're just going to embroider on it, and then you rinse it off with cold water. So these then get rinsed, and you just kind of let them air dry, and then when you're done air drying it, you're going to use your ruler and you'll cut it to square, whatever size you want. So for me, that's where my mind starts like basically exploding with the possibilities. You can cut these to, 6.5 or 10.5 or 12.5, whatever size squares you want to sew together. But also, if you think about blocks, a lot of blocks have just a square in the middle, and then you do star legs or you build a 9 patch around it. You can build these into any quilt blocks that you want. So I've been thinking a lot about that, and I am going to work on some projects sometime this year that you'll just have to watch because I'll put them up somewhere. Because really,
a whole compilation of different quilt blocks and
literally, this can be part of your sampler.
the options are endless, guys.
Yes, you can turn these blocks into table runners, wall hangings, couch pillows. You could even put a Crazy Quilt block on a sweatshirt. Like, do whatever you want with these blocks because the whole idea is that it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to incorporate things that maybe you don't know what to do with. I don't know if you noticed this one that I'm building out. It's you and me in a little anchor, and it's kind of a goofy little thing, and it's on this weird blue. Like, this is not technically my style at all, but when my sister Sarah and I went on a cruise for my 40th birthday, that was a while ago, but we did this little embroidery project that the cruise ship had, which was so random. We've never like done any of those things, and we went down there, we embroidered these little random cruise things, and like, where am I going to put that in my house? I'm not going to display it. I'm not going to like make it into an art piece and hang it up, but having this in my Crazy Quilt will always remind me of that random class we took together on a cruise ship when I was 40, and I'll always be able to look at that and enjoy that memory rather than having it like stuck in a stash bin in my sewing room or my memory box. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so these Crazy Quilts kind of turn into almost a memory quilt too, where it's just like, where it's a little bit different than, I feel like, a t-shirt quilt.
It's totally different than a t-shirt quilt.
Crazy Quilt is just,
it can really be
everything.
Yes, all kinds of things.
That's so cool.
So like my mom made my kids pillowcases, and my grandma, when I was little, she used to embroider on the edges of them. And sometimes when you think about like adding those things together, it seems like maybe they don't fit. You know, you can't necessarily add your beautiful embroidered pillowcase to your sports t-shirts. But with a Crazy Quilt, you totally can. You can put all of these things together and then add your work on top of it. And it just like unifies all of those beautiful pieces of art that maybe you wouldn't have known what to do with before. So I love it. And I feel like there's just so much opportunity for, oh, the other thing, I know I ramble, I bounce back and forth. I have this crazy brain. That's where I feel like the passion really shows, because I really do. I am genuinely like in love with Crazy Quilts. Now I lost what I was gonna say. I totally missed it.
That's okay.
Hang on. It was something that I felt like was really important. Oh, it's about like the history of the quilting bee and how like women used to get together and do these together. And so how cool is it if you could come together as a group and share fabrics and work on these quilts together and maybe even make blocks for each other, because you then can square them to whatever size you want. It doesn't have to be like your seam allowances don't have to match. Your styles don't have to match. It doesn't have to be your favorite stuff to remind you of your friends or your quilting group or your bees or your clubs. You know, you can embroider things from books that you've read or from traveling from places that you've been to. And all of this stuff can be printed out on peel and stitch, and then you embroider on top of it so you don't even have to do the artwork yourself. So it's really, really fun. I love Crazy Quilting. We have a few more questions though. Like, we had a Doan Girls retreat lately. It was awesome. I love it. It's National Quilting Month. It's March. How have you guys celebrated this month? What's been going on? I feel like the month is already half over, and I can't believe that much time has passed.
It went by so fast, I feel like. And I feel like for me, I've tried really hard to do other little projects and things, and I've been wanting to pick up embroidery, but I'm a chaotic quilter.
Yes.
I feel like I'm really bad at my seam allowance and making sure things are perfect. And so a Crazy Quilt, I'm really good at starting a project. I need to work on finishing them. But I feel like a Crazy Quilt.
This is something you can work on just a little bit at a time. And also, it's a way for me to bring together all those things that I've stopped and started and blend them into something really cool, like a whole project.
This might be my next thing.
Yes, you can work on little things here and there and try out different styles and different techniques and different stitches. It would be cool if it had, you know, little bits of like your samplers that you make when you're trying out new stitches. All of those things can be blended into this project. So, anything coming up this year that you're super excited about?
Well, I'm getting married.
That's exciting.
I feel like you keep sharing it everywhere, but I just am so excited about it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of weddings, a Crazy Quilt is a great place to incorporate little bits of wedding dresses from all the women in your family. Maybe you've saved them, or maybe you just love lace and you have a tablecloth that has holes in it, but so you don't want to use it on your table, but you could overlay that on fabric and incorporate it in your Crazy Quilt.
Oh, that's so cool.
So,
I love it.
yeah.
Do you have anything you're looking forward to this year?
You know, I have some classes that I'm going to teach at different guilds. So if anybody wants me to come teach at a guild, I love doing that. The travel is fun. You can just reach out through, you know, socials or info at Missouri Quilt Co. and I will come teach for you. So that's awesome and exciting. I have a trip coming up in December to Germany. So if you want to hang out with me in Germany, it's like a Bavaria, Austria. We're going to see the places where The Sound of Music was filmed and the Von Trapp home. You get to go into the church where they got married. You also get to learn how to make like strudel. And we're going to go to all the Christmas markets in the area, which are absolutely just phenomenal.
That's gonna be amazing.
One of my favorite things they make there is like they have fresh nougat, which I still am dreaming about that. And Cherry can attest. This is like the most amazing thing ever. And then also they make chocolate in the shapes of like tools. So you can get a chocolate that looks and operates like a wrench. It's crazy. Their skill and their talent is so phenomenal. Besides the painted items and the blown, we're gonna go and do blown glass ornaments, which you all know I love glass blowing and stained glass, and anything glassy is just like right up my alley. So these are just like things that I love.
That's gonna be
So
amazing.
it's gonna be fun. So if you wanna come with me to Germany in December, sign up. So that's pretty much it though. I mean, I have all kinds of fun things going on. We're getting ready for birthday bash already. We have filming and retreats and all kinds of fun things. I'm getting ready to go teach a class in about 5 minutes over at the retreat center. So, you know, just life in general, it's good. It's finally sunny out. So I feel like we all have that sunshine spring energy and
Spring's finally coming.
yes, and maybe I'm talking a mile a minute, but I think that's just because I have so many things to be happy about and thankful for. So,
Thanks
yeah,
so much.
no problem. Reach out if you have any questions about anything. Clearly, this is like something that I love, and I will happily answer any questions that you have. So, anyways, I hope you guys all have a great week and enjoy the rest of March. National Quilting Month is going to be fun. We've got all kinds of cool things coming up. So, see you out there in the wild. Bye.